Stick in her butt.
Please?
Please? Thought I started my stream up, but there she blows.
What?
Boo! I'm gonna take a car ride with me, but what's the do? Turtle, turtle! The dude's name is ACD Man. I made that.
And it has one CD.
Yeah, you're done! Oh!
Oh, the misery.
You gotta bomb me, bruh.
Oh, the
Warlord coming in that?
The Victor Parkway.
Look above my door. Boink! Hey, fucking patty, lightning.
I'm about to put it on Facebook. See what everybody else thinks.
You think people think on the book of face?
Yeah, because they want me to have sex with my husband.
They don't. No! Revivid, yeah. Somebody take over that. Yeah. Ah, Snowbee.
Wow. Krispy Kreme is offering a dozen glazed donuts for 80 cents today, all day long.
Let's do it. Krispy Kreme is offering a dozen glazed donuts for 80 cents. I'm on it.
All day long. You can go and then come back and then...
Can I go? Can I get like the fake mustache deal? Oh yes, I'm the guy that just went through Light's brother. I would also like a baker's dozen for 89 cents, good sir. Oh sir, that's clearly just shit smeared across your top lip. Was that you could fucking touch me, Callbreaker? They really didn't want me to have a shield, so fuck that. We're not friends anymore. What's up, dawg? Not shit. Killing, chilling, smoking like a villain.
I'm for real upset. I hope you know that. You might think I'm kidding, but I'm not.
You got time, woman.
Not much. I gotta do my shoulder.
Oh, not much. Uh-oh. Who are you talking to? Me? Or are you talking to fucking Trey broadcasting Naruto? So I'm pretty sure I'll destroy you in both games. Just saying. I hear Trey's doing pretty well since I taught him how to play that last game. I like it. I find it thoroughly enjoyable. Don't get me wrong, it's still in one of those like early stages for a game of its kind. So there's some shit they need to work on, but overall it's getting better and it'll be a great game. Yeah, it's slowly but surely getting there.
I have to get the room clean because I need to find my worksheet.
Not that the game was all that fucking shitty to begin with, but
Okay, Jenny.
there's a lot of stuff they just need to like little fine tweaks here and there. Which I mean is to be expected in a game of its own kind, so. And another ninja trying to fight me for this health and it just ain't going down. Yeah. I'm always on this shit. I took a few day break. And I'm coming back at it now.
Territory.
Nice. Ah! Me, bastard. I had like 5 of them rep, like, when this DLC came out, I just fucking went through and just spent all the steel I had saved, like, bloop, 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 bloop. Ah, fucking law, bro. Yeah. Yeah. There are modes where it's kind of like that, where it's like 1v1 and it's base character, like no stats on them or anything. So I believe the 1v1 and the brawls are set up like that. All the other game modes, it fucking matters that you have your shit on, like whether you're fucking max gear or not. You can kind of build your character. Each character has their own like ups and downs, so you can kind of build to what you want to build them to. Yeah, that's how I am. It's just like it depends on what kind of heavy sword you're talking though too. Cause I prefer like great swords, you know what I mean? Great swords are kind of like where my interest in swords begins. And I imagine there's going to be a great sword guy, but for now it's just like a couple dudes with really big swords. I guess they'd be great swords. In great sword category from the size and the weight of the blades themselves, I guess, but there's no like ultra great swords yet. No. All the characters are pretty much based off their own range and power. So what you're pretty much doing is, like if you're checking my shit out right now, here's kind of what the gear works on. I imagine at the beginning of this next season they're gonna change kind of how the gear works though. They're trying to find that like perfect median for the gear. Where last season they built the gear and they had to change a couple things, like the revenge. You were able to get revenge a little too easily, and they installed the revenge for you getting jumped, essentially. Like, if you're one guy and you're good at the game, you would be able to fucking pop revenge and pretty much take out a 4-man team. But that's not what it was there for, you know what I mean? Like, it was supposed to be like an oh shit factor. Like, oh, this dude's about to whip my ass in this fucking, I'm getting jumped right now, so boom. It gives you like a small chance of fucking survival. That's what it was supposed to be. It got to the point where people were using the gear builds on top of the mechanic being slightly broken and making it a bad time for other players. Like, the smallest character in the game, this Peacekeeper. She's like a fucking 4'2" fucking dagger wielding character. She's the most OP fucking character in the game. I still to this day think they... Huh? She's the fastest character in the game. Yeah, she also hits like a brick shit house, so... We're running a 4-4 right now. I'll let you know, Unicorn. And, yeah, it really depends on your playstyle, bro. There's plenty of, characters, as you can tell. Like, big fat guy back there, it's just like, the Shigoki wields this, like, giant fucking club. And he just kind of runs around and bitch smacks people with it. And, like, all the characters have their own, like, little advantages / disadvantages. Like, the Shinobi is one of the DLC characters that I'm playing right now. You can see it uses the Kasurigama, so I have some range, I have some, like, speed. I can get around the map pretty easily. But if somebody gets a hold of me, I'm gonna die in about 2 hits. And if that Shigoki's, like, max gear and he charges one of his attacks, he can one-hit me. But it all depends on, like, how both of our gears are built, whether the situation of the time, all that. Oh yeah, they're definitely up there. Like, PC and Xbox seem to have the higher frame rates right now. I imagine PlayStation will get it pretty soon, though. PlayStation's in that weird fucking... I think PlayStation and Xbox are in that weird in-between their next upgrade system. If you played games long enough, I'm sure you've noticed, like, they'll release one system, then a few years go by, people start to get bored, so they'll release, like, oh, here's the same system, but slim! Well, now they're kind of doing the exact opposite, where it's like, this system's way fucking bigger than the last one, but it's more powerful, too. That's actually what I have, is the PlayStation 4 Pro. And, you hold the PlayStation next to the PlayStation 4 Pro, it's just like, the PlayStation 4 Pro can eat the other PlayStation, like your old school PlayStation 4. It's fucking gigantic. Like, I have to have a shelf on my TV stand just for that, damn near. Yeah. It's getting to the point to where, yeah, it's getting to that point where it's pretty fucking... They almost might as well call it a PC, because it does fucking everything. Yeah. But I kind of feel like Xbox and Sony are gonna keep these two systems and just like keep modifying them, and this is gonna be what we have now is gonna be the base system in like fucking 10 years. Like, oh, you got the cheapest of cheap right now, bro. I got that Dream Cube, bro. The PS1. Like, I think they already did that, bro. I have. I actually recently got rid of some of my collection, and I need to pick it back up. I'm re-picking up like more retro shit right now. I got the Super Nintendo recently. I found my old PlayStation 1. I have the old school like PlayStation 1, like all the attachments right now. Back in the day, I gave a lot of my old shit away. Like passing them down, like give your sister your old Game Boy and I'll get you a new one. Like that was a horrible idea, horrible idea. Not only did my little sister destroy said fucking Game Boy, but like I kept doing that to get the new system. You know what I mean? Like I'll give my little sister my old shit. Fuck yeah, give me the new one. 20 years later, you could sell a fucking original Game Boy for like $400. You could paint it yourself and charge even fucking more for it. Like, oh yeah, but it's painted like a Pokemon game system, so suck my dick there. And I did used to like fucking customizing the outer shell of the systems, but it got to the point where like I went from that weird stage where like my first PlayStation was given to me by my uncle who actually lives with me, but growing up he actually taught the like lead Sony music designer. He taught him his first guitar chord, so like we actually know somebody that works at Sony, so he got to play the fucking Move like 10 years ago. Which is now just what they're currently trying to filter into their fucking VR system. Yeah. You gotta take into account anything that they're mass producing to sell to us is probably old as shit by now. Anything that the fucking consumers are getting has been tested and used and fucking... It takes some time to get an idea off the fucking drawing board floor, you know what I mean? No, yeah, that's actually what I've been saying recently, is that, gaming itself took this fucking weird step where companies used to pay us to fucking test their games, and now we're paying them while we test their games, and just keep giving them money. Yes, probably. I need to check that comment while the Shigoki whips me. I like the game. I love the game. You already know that. I can't put this many hours into this game and not love it. Yeah, there's always going to be those things in fighting games though, like where people cry for balance, and I think their first kind of take on their fighting games, they went a bad route and started like catering to people essentially. The first season it was all just them catering to what people were crying about, and if they had spent that time just working on the core mechanics instead of fucking boosting and nerfing and boosting and nerfing, they'd probably be in a bit better of a slot. But like I say, I don't blame them, because they are kind of taking their fucking... They took a huge step out of their comfort zone alone with them being like mainly just fucking Assassin's Creed, you know what I mean? Like, Assassin's Creed was also one of those games where people were kind of like pissed off that you couldn't do a thing or two, but it was also a fucking killer game when it first came out. Like, they took what we all liked in Prince of Persia and fucking gave us a full game about it, you know what I mean? Yeah, that's pretty much what fucking Assassin's Creed got their like whole thing from, if you think about it. They're really like the first game to make you fucking climb in any way, shape, or form, like a real form of climbing instead of like oh, jump up here and fucking hold forward and you'll just climb up on this ledge. When Assassin's Creed first came out, though, it was fucking amazing for what it was. Just like a one player, like, I'm gonna try and climb up this wall to fucking find something type deal. And now they got to the point where people were so bored with that they fucking had to add pirate ships, like, damn. You don't get me wrong, I like Black Flag was probably the last good Assassin's Creed that I fucking, in my opinion. And that was largely because the pirate shanties were the shit. That was my favorite part of that game by far, just like sailing around like, yo, yeah, fuck yeah, guys, let's do it. Make you want to spear that whale. Yeah, I don't know how I can pull screenshots up on my stream, but there's actually a fucking Mortal Kombat Easter egg in this game. And in the very background of one of the levels, you can fucking see these two dudes plainly on a bridge. Way in back, they're on a bridge, like, fist fighting, which is odd, because this is a fucking weapon fighting game to begin with, and there's fire behind them, and you can just, you can tell it's an old school fucking Mortal Kombat reference. I can't remember what the name of the level was, but the level where it's just a bridge and you get knocked off and it spikes below you, that's the fucking reference it's making.
They're just not here. They're just not here.
If you played old Mortal Kombat, you know what I'm talking about.
They're not here.
Ooh, I had the Wii. I haven't played the, what is it, the U? Yeah, those were the last, like, Nintendo systems I had. Oh yeah. The old school shit, yeah. The old school fucking just run up and fucking mash square and you're just like, and yeah, that was the old school shit, yeah. And everything was modeled after, like, actual people, and, like, I don't know if you, like, followed their, like, the old school Mortal Kombat, like, fucking picture actors. A few of them actually recently just passed away, which is really sad.
Quickly.
But you watch, like, an old fucking, I want to say it's Jackie Chan in his Drunken Master movie, and you can tell he's literally what they modeled fucking Liu Kang off of. Like, he is 100% what they modeled Liu Kang off of. Yeah, they literally took pictures and they programmed those pictures to move with buttons, and that's how they...
What are you doing?
Both of them are already taken. Dude, you'd be surprised. Like, I thought it was Bruce Lee at first, too, but Bruce Lee's actually the inspiration for the law for Tekken. Yeah. Yeah, 100%. He only ever has pants or, like, a tracksuit. Yeah. He only ever has the pants or the tracksuit, and there's a reason behind that. Like, he's largely modeled off of fucking Bruce Lee. And I'm telling you, you go back and watch, like, I can't remember the fucking name of the movie, but it's like Jackie Chan's, like, one of Jackie Chan's movies when he first hits the US. It still has fucking subs, like, he's the only person in the movie that speaks English. Like, but you see him and he's just like, he's the spitting fucking image of original Liu Kang. He really is. like body type, the hair, like he even has the exact same fucking hair. Like, yeah, I think they got the idea of Liu Kang from Jackie Chan. And yeah, I'm almost positive, dude. Like I might pull up this movie at some point, and just so I could fucking like picture reference these two dudes. Like, yeah, that's exactly where they got that shit from.
Baby,
What, babe?
let's go to the gas station. Maybe I'll feel better if I just breathe and get a pop.
We can do that. Just let me finish this round. That's a really good one too. I'm really big into old school fighting movies. Same thing with old school Godzillas. So I actually love the take that they did on. If you haven't seen Shin Godzilla, check that shit out. I've seen all the Godzillas up until. I've seen them all currently, but now I'm trying to like build an actual collection of the movies. And there's a lot more than you might expect. I want to say there's about 20, 30 of them.
I need...
Yeah, they... Oh yeah, you can tell which, when the Godzilla actors are different. Because, until CGI came out, there were actors, and, I can't remember which one it was, but the actor that actually makes his Godzilla dance has always been my favorite. Like, he destroys the fucking bad guy and he's like, meh, meh, does the little fucking like happy Godzilla dance jump. If you didn't play that last Godzilla game, kind of mainstream, kind of like linear as fuck, but it was really fun for the aspect that you could play all the characters through all the Godzillas. I believe they added the new executions early, so my boys, I'm in the Kensei Wave Clan, as you know, and they were saying something about it yesterday. Because you already know, like, we're a bunch of fucking Kensei fans, so they saw a new execution for him, like, fuck yeah! Are you talking about the thumbs up or down? I kind of like that one. That's my favorite. I do like the... yeah, he's one of the few characters that actually, like, has that, like, kind of taunt that everybody wants to an execution.
Would it be possible if we got some cleaning done and then you played your game while I was getting ready?
Yeah. Always save steel, unless you just, like, have to have something. That's just my personal opinion. But I'm also at the point to where I'm just kind of like picking and choosing what I want to have for characters now. Like I have a mythic outfit for everybody in the samurai faction, with the exception of fucking Shigoki right now. Shigoki and fucking Orochi, because I didn't like theirs all that much. And the mythics are kind of pissing me off right now, because they need to take a little, like, special turn and be like, alright, you can pick one of each of these things and you get them all.
It's like hard to even...
Like, here's a few, like, mythic... I got kicked.
I know, but it was clean when we went camping.
It's fucked up when we got that.
Yeah, I know, but my car, it's all still in the car, so how did it get fucked up?
I just got kicked from the last match, but I'm about to run to the gas station with the wife so somebody can have my spot. Alright, and I'll be back on after that. I'm just gonna run to the gas station and do a couple things, so... I need to get my fucking gigantic pop for the day. They have these, like, it's $1 and you get like 50 ounces or some shit. Like, alright, why would I buy a 2-liter for $3? Like, I'll just fucking fill up like 4 of these cups and just go home with that. Had way more pop that way. But yeah, like, you can tell this game, like, is largely influenced off of Mortal Kombat and Soul Calibur. Yeah, we got to. Is the samurai still fucking dicking? And do I have champion?
Alright, well I gotta get going because I don't have that much time to just sit
I got 4 days, 6 hours. Did they give us some champion status? They had to have given us champion status.
I gotta go.
Like, they had to have given it to us. Like, I'm at 4 days, 6 hours. I think the last one I bought was like a 3-day one. Yeah, I bought a 3-day one last time.
I need a trash bag. Whatever.
Right. I'm kind of the same way.
How is it that we're covered in bug bites now?
I don't know. I had a big ass one on my back when we got back.
I have a huge one on your back. We didn't use any bug spray, but we weren't even outside.
I don't usually need bug spray though, you know that. I'm just naturally fucking nasty, so they're like, ah, fuck that dude. But yeah, like, there's a few games I've been wanting them to remake really bad, and that's like Primal Rage. For one. I would love. You don't remember that shit? It's an old, yeah. It's an old school fighting game with dinosaurs like T-Rex, the spitting guy, and they had like monkeys, and it was just a fucking like side scroll fucking fighter. Oh, dude, haven't we already done that? That's like the entire game community. I mean, what Call of Duty are we on? Like 50, 60? You can guarantee there's gonna be a fucking For Honor 2. That's what I'm saying. Like, there's no game that, I mean, the largest games are all fucking series. Devil May Cry, God of War, fucking Rampage World Tour even ended up being a multi-part video game. I don't play Battlefield a whole lot anymore either. Same thing with Call of Duty. They kind of went down that fucking vampire game developer. Like, oh yeah, we're gonna fucking put a skin fucking... We're gonna allow you to make skins, but take away little parts, so you have to buy the skins that we fucking make for you. Instead of just being like, hey, we're gonna sell you a really fucking sweet skin editor. They're like, no, we're gonna give you $1.99 for any fucking skin we make with it. Like, you know that we just have like the beta version of their fucking editor, and they got the big boy version, and they just fucking, here's the 50 skins we're selling this time. When Call of Duty goes back to World at War, I'll start buying them again. Real shit. There's a reason why people fucking are like, oh, the MP30, fuck yeah! Ah, the M14, fuck yeah! It's because they're all old school fucking weapons, and that's what people want to be using in Call of Duties. Like, Battlefield should stick more towards like modern / current warfare. Call of Duty needs to take a step back and look at what really fucking, what it was that they were good at. Treyarch, on the other hand, needs to say fuck Activision entirely and go do a zombie game. Like, right now. Like, they could easily just break off and be like, alright, we're throwing all the zombie games from all the Call of Duties you've ever played into one game, making like 3 or 4 of them into a transit type map. Boom. People are like, alright, fuck Call of Duty. Uh, the graphics are really good in this, though. I definitely have my extended graphics on, so you already know, like, a lot of people apparently didn't know, so somebody fucking did a video for it, and it's kind of funny, but essentially you have to turn the option for your PlayStation 4 to access the PlayStation 4 enhanced games, so it's kind of doing that shitty, like, what PlayStation 3 did when PlayStation went to PlayStation 4, is that, like, oh, you can play this on PlayStation 4, but, you can also play it on PlayStation 3. Oh, that's sexy. See, that's the only part I'm missing right now is the fucking 4K. Yeah, and I realized after the PlayStation 4, like, damn, I should have went with the TV first. Because I really want one of those big wrap, fucking, like, the slightly bent ones. Yeah, that shit's sexy to me. Dude, I was skeptical at first, but just imagine that fucking your peripheral vision actually working in a video game is just so hot to me. Just like, oh my god, my eyes actually fucking work. You go with the Vizio? I can fuck with that. Yeah, it's either Sony or Vizio for me from forever, for real. I had such a good experience with Vizio. I mean, look it up, bro, right now. Yeah, look it up. The fucking Vizio is probably one of the top line in TVs right now, surprisingly enough. And, I don't know if that's due to them actually being incredibly good or me hyping the shit out of them, but ever since I had one, I've never wanted another TV. I'm using this shitty Insignia right now, and I'm thinking about going and getting my Vizio. Right, brother. I'll be back here in, I don't know, 15-20. Fellas on the stream, drop a like, subscribe. Catch you guys here in a little while, too.